So now we'll go right into our introduction program. The first you see there on the agenda is the introduction of participant and facilitator. But we don't want this to be a formal roundabout of your name, where you come from, and so forth. So we're going to make it a little bit different. So what we'll do is that for the next 5 minutes, we will ask you to talk to your neighbor and get to know what is the meaning of their name. And you introduce them to us. So let me give a demonstration. This is my colleague, Elsa Olsen. Elsa means goddess. So she descended from heaven, from the sky to Jogja, because she's goddess from Sweden. And Olsen is son of Ola, right? Which is not true because she's not a son. But anyway, that's her name. So that's the meaning of her name. Okay? So for the next 5 minutes, just talk to your neighbor, ask the meaning of their name, and in 5 minutes, we'll go around and please introduce your neighbor to us. Whichever. So 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, 20. Because there's 20 of you, yeah. Okay? So 5 minutes and we'll go around. The power of light. So that's the meaning behind the name of Professor Iwan Dwi Prahasto. Prof.
Okay, Yodi is very famous person. Yodi is from Yodipati. Yodipati, what does Yodipati mean?
It's the kingdom.
It's the kingdom. Mahendra is the power of kingdom, wisdom, and data is data. So he is the king of the data kingdom, who is very wise to use data for his life. So be very careful of being his part of partnership, because he will exploring your data. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Pak Iwan. And thank you for joining us. We understand that you have to go to another appointment. So thank you very much. Please give an applause to Professor Iwan.
Should be from the Pal Gunadi, one of the famous wayang. How do you call in English? Puppet story. So it's very popular in Japanese version. But for me, whatever Pal Gunadi or Gunadi, he is a very manly person. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ita. Please stand. Okay, I will introduce you Dr. Ita. Dr. Ita, her full name Ita Fauzia Hanum. Actually, Ita is coming from Sumbawa, one of island, Sumbawa Island, and then coming from that island, the name, meaning that the oldest sibling, and the sibling, yeah. And then the Fauzia, meaning Arabic, from Arabic, meaning lucky. And then Hanum from Arabic as well, the meaning is female. So the her parents hope she will be a lucky researcher in UGM.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
I will add one of this. It is she has brother with the sympathy with me. Yeah, yeah. I think it's it.
The Helena, no. Yeah. Helena, I have no clue why. It was just given to me. It has no family really connection. Maybe my parents couldn't agree, you know. Yeah. Okay. I have the pleasure to introduce Paramaji Hastuti. And the reason why we discovered that my brother has the same birthday is because pra means April, and G is like chi in Japanese, which is first. Jafa, yes. So then it's sort of 1st of April. Chi, yeah, yes. Sorry, my pronunciation is still work in progress, as we say. Maybe after a couple of days I'll be better. Yes, Hastuti, she has no meaning. I'm told, yeah, okay, thank you.
Vina means girl, a girl. And actually, Vina also maybe related to her mother name, Pinandi. So yeah, so between girl and her mother names, so like that. And Yanti means goddess. So now I'm sitting between two goddesses. And the last name, Susanti, means peaceful. So maybe, yes, so maybe her mother wants her to be a woman, a girl, goddess, a peaceful goddess. Yes, maybe like that. Business goddess, yes. Maybe like that. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to introduce my next friend is Dia Samti Maya Sari. And Dia, the meaning of Dia is a beautiful girl. And then Samti is also from her parents. Her father's name is Samad and her mother's name is Yati. So Samad is Samad and Yati. And then Maya is for a girl, and then Sari is a flower. So it's a Maya. I call her Maya is a beautiful girl like a flower. Thank you.
Janatin Hastuti. So actually Hastuti have a meaning. Oza. And after finish this course, and you will understand the meaning of Hastuti. So Janatin mean heaven, and Hastuti mean peaceful and safe. So if we are around her, we will feel very comfortable, I think. Thank you.
Okay, I would like to introduce my friends. Her name is Dwi Aris Agung Nugrahaningsih, such a long name. So yeah, she has four words. So for the first 3 words, it could be names for girl or boy. So it can be confused, but the last name is it is very specific for female. So the first word means Dwi. Dwi means the second son, child, the second daughter, and then Aris means tough, Agung means great or big, and the last name is Nugrahaningsih, means a girl as the gift from the God. So he really has a very beautiful names, the meaning I mean. So maybe her parents want be she as the girl, as the second gift from the God who is tough and great. But for the citations, it's enough to say to mention Nugrahaningsih, DAA. It's very simple. Okay. Continue.
Okay, so I will introduce my friend here, Kristanti Effendi. We usually call her Tanti, right? And she also not sure about the meaning of her name actually, because Kristanti, she tried to search in the Google and then no meaning. Yeah, then yeah, she make it out. So Kristanti may be from Krishna because her parents like to wayang. So Krishna because and she's girl, female, so it's become Kristanti. And Effendi is family name, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know how to conclude. Okay, that's all from our group.
Because there is a three component here: Muhammad, Bayu, and Sasongko. Muhammad is, that's the Muslim leader, and we always want to be like that, following the Muhammad. And then for the Bayu and Sasongko is also interesting things, because Bayu is the parent took from the god of the wind. So Bayu is Wayang, from the Wayang, and is the god of the wind. And Sasongko, its meaning of the Sasongko is children. So Bayu Sasongko is meaning is the parents want him to be the children of the wind of the god. So the second children of the god Bayu the name is Bima. So his parents want to be Bayu like Bima, because Bima is a strong-willed kid and with a strong motivation. So it's the name of Bayu Sasongko. Thank you very much.
Amin. Now it's my turn to introduce my friend next to me. Her name is Sri Awalia Febriana. There are also three components here. Sri is also one of the goddess name from the ancient Japanese. So Devi Sri means goddess of wealth. So she brings wealth to everyone. And Awalia here means because she's the first son. So Awalia is from first daughter. So Awalia is the in Japanese means beginning. So she is the first daughter who brings wealth to the family and people surround her, who were born in Febriana, means February. So Sri Awalia Febriana, please welcome.
I would like to introduce my friend next to me, Bapak Ahmad Asmedi. The meaning of his name is Ahmad means terpuji. What is in English, Dr. Yodi? Terpuji, grateful, blessed, yes. And then Asmedi, it means Asma name, and then Edi means the good one. In the short way, the meaning of the name of Bapak Ahmad Asmedi is the good one, maybe. Good name. Thank you.
Just good name, not good person. Okay, that is my turn to introduce my friend, the next friend. The name is Lucia Evi Indriani. Actually, she is not part of this workshop. She's just observed. Yeah, and okay, I will add the information. Ahmad is actually the name of our prophet, like Muhammad. Ahmad is the same person. Okay, and Lucia is the name of Santa, the sign. The name of sign. So we are three is very religious. The prophet and saint. And the name, the meaning of Lucia is giving bright. Yeah, giving bright. Apa itu? Enlightener. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Cempaka Tursina Sri Setyaningrum. So Cempaka is a name of a flower, and then Tursina, if you know, is the other name is Mount Sinai, so or Jabal Musa in Arabic. So it's a very famous mountain around Egypt, I think. So it's the place where the Moses prophet get inaugurated by the God as a prophet. So Cempaka Tursina, meaning that a flower in that so holy position, so high and holy position. So that's the meaning of the Cempaka Tursina name. So that's the main name of her, but she has another second part of the name, which is Sri Setyaningrum. So Sri is already mentioned before. It's a name of the goddess in the ancient Japanese mythology. And Setyaningrum, Setya means loyal, so, and Ningrum is just, a woman, right? So Setyaningrum means a loyal woman. So the name is very beautiful if you think about it. So the parents want her to be a beautiful flower in such a holy and high place, which is equal to this goddess Sri, but still become a loyal woman to the husband. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and I would like to introduction my next friend. The name is Rusdi Ghazali Mauleka. Rusdi, the meaning of the one of Muslim philosopher, the Ibnu Rusdi. Ibnu Rusdi, the way of thinking is the liberal, and the next name Ghazali, the meaning of Muslim philosopher Imam Ghazali, and the way of thinking of conservative. So the parents combine and mixing because the two way of the thinking, the Muslim become the one of the strong, liberal and conservative. And the next name is Mauleka. Mauleka not the name of family name from Maluku. Thank you. Yes.
Mahendradhata means strong and gentle, and yeah. Actually, he told us that at the time, his parent has two daughter, three daughter only, and they really want son, and finally they got him. and then his parents give his name Mahendradhata Meliala. Meliala is a family name, and you can call him Pak Andre. Okay. Thank you. Eyas, yeah, Pak Eyas, sorry.
Thank you. I would like to introduce Dr. Titi Nuryastuti. Actually, we don't know what Titi means. Titi is dots. It's a dot or a point in Indonesian, but I don't really know what it means in Javanese. But Nuryastuti comes from Nur, which means light. So she gives light to the surroundings. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for the opportunity to introduce my good new friend here. Her name is quite long. Dia Ayu Mira Oktarina. Dia means that this is from Sanskrit, beautiful lady. And Ayu also means beautiful. Mira is also beautiful. And Oktarina, she was born in October. So this is actually quite long, but in English it's very short. We call it SDB, super duper beautiful. Yes. Thank you.
It's my turn to introduce Adi. Adi Utarini. Now, Adi is Sanskrit, meaning good. It turns out that Adi has two older brothers who were born in the north. In the south. So, Utarini actually comes from Utara, which means north. So, she was born in the north, yes? So, hence, Adi Utarini. Now, I have to say, I have found this a fascinating process of understanding the names and what they all mean, and they're all very, very beautiful names with a beautiful meaning. You are now going to hear the most boring name ever known to man.
Well, I create my own interpretation of Alan's name. So it's a pleasure to introduce Alan Pettigrew. Alan is the name of this hotel. So that's my own interpretation, Alana. Well, no, actually, Alan is taken from your mother's uncle name. Yeah. Apart from the hotel's name. So you are the happiest person in this hotel. Pettigrew. Pettigrew is name of a Scottish family from Scotland, and they arrived in Australia in the year 1800s. But if we trace further back, it's actually taken from a French word, and from petit cru, which means small foot. So immediately when Alan said that, I looked down and said, it's not a small foot, so maybe that is due to the evolution. So yeah, please meet Alan Pettigrew. Thank you.
Wahyudi Istiono. Wahyudi mean, from what Wahyu, message or news, I think. Istiono, primary wise. I think Wahyudi Istiono, good news, I think.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah. May I introduce my colleagues? Sudati. Sudati is Japanese dialect, yeah, Japanese language. Jadi is mean become, and then Su is the best, become the best.
Straight to the next part of the introduction, which is just basically agreeing on some ground rules, because we want to make sure that this workshop is effective. Yeah? So just to make sure that we stick to some few basic rules that so the process would go nicely. So first of all, very easy, please turn off your silent communication and devices. We know all of you are very busy, so if you forgot, please just go to your mobile phone and turn silent. I think I forgot mine. I'll do it later. If you come on time, that it will be easier for us to finish on time. Otherwise, sometimes it's a bit tricky for us to manage, because this is the first time we run this workshop. So we're already running overtime now, so we will be running overtime also in the next session. So if you come on time, that would help us a lot. Equal participations, meaning we would like all of you to participate, not just a few, 1 or 2 people dominates, but we would like everybody here to be engaged, because all of you experience, like Alan said, it's not about us lecturing you or instructing you, it's about the discussions. And all of you here comes with some insights, some experiences, which you could share with us, and we would just moderate the discussion. 1 person speaks at a time. I think that's clear. We don't want this to be like a market where everybody speaks at the same time. So if you want to speak, just please raise your hand and we will give you a turn to speak. Okay? And mutual respect, meaning you might have an opinion which other people might not agree with, but please just respect each other's different opinion. And the last one is 100% attendance. That's quite important. That we will have a certificate at the end of the course, and that will be a joint certificate between Melbourne and Gajah Mada University. But to be able to get that, you need to be attending this 100%. And it's not just the first workshop. As we will explain, there will be a second workshop and in-betweens, which we need your participation fully if you want to get the certificate from UGM and Melbourne. Okay? So these are just some basic rules which we hope that okay, we have 1 participant, which we will introduce later. And then regarding the overview itself, just to be clear on why are we here and what is the objective. Yeah? So the whole objective of this SPOT program is to prepare faculty members who recently completed their doctoral studies to take up the role of research group leaders. Maybe not all of you are aware of this objective. Maybe some of you are surprised that, is that why you're here? But that's not a problem. So, because the case is, maybe not all of you want to be a leader, research group leaders, but in most cases, whether you like it or not, you will become a research group leader in this setting, in our university. So might as well be ready and be prepared for it, whether you aspire to be a research group leader or not. That's why we thought this would be an important program for the one who just completed doctoral studies, because most of you will become research group leaders, so we would like to prepare you for that. Now, then we have several learning objectives for the whole program, which is this whole 3 months program. So what we would like you to be able to do at the end of the project, at the end of the program, having that objective in mind, is that after the 3 months program, you would be able to plan and manage research projects, number 1. Number 2, that you can manage a multidisciplinary research group. Yeah? That's not something easy to do. Number 3, develop strategies to obtain competitive research grants and devise a strategy to build a research group profile reputations. So that's the overall learning objective. And to be able to do that, we have designed this program, which consists of 3 steps. So we are now on the first step, which is the first workshop, 3 days workshop. And then after this, you will have on-the-job learning activities, which we will explain on the last day. And then we will come together again in November for the second workshop. So it's a whole 3 months program. And if you follow through 100%, then you're eligible for the certificate. So that's the whole idea. Now, you have already the program of the first workshop. And here I'm just going to go very quickly what are the objectives of this 3-day. So day 1. If you look at the program in day 1, then there are basically 4 objectives which we would like you to achieve. First, at the end of the day, you would be able to summarize what are the key steps in managing group dynamic. Pak Andre is going to guide us through that. And then we would like you to be able to describe the international landscape of research funding and policy. Alan is going to guide you through that to facilitate the discussion. And then we would like you to be able to describe the national landscape in Indonesia of research funding and policy. Bu Ut is going to take you through that. And then last, at the end of the day, we would like you to be able to summarize strategies to optimize your research career and managing your research career. Both Alan and Bu Adi is going to take you through that. So that's the objective of day 1 by 5 o'clock, if we finish on time. Day 2, we have 4 learning objectives. First, we would like you at the end of the day to be able to summarize what are the key principles of a research project management, and also to develop research project plan. And then the next bit is for you to be able to summarize what are the role and stages in mentoring, and describe key mentoring skills. For the mentoring skills, we have Osa, and we also have Pak Doni, who will be joining us shortly. For the first 2 bits, I'm going to facilitate that session. And day 3 is short. If you see in the program, it's just half a day. And there we only have 2 learning objectives, so that you would be able to describe what are the key strategies for managing your time, and what are the key strategies to ensure research integrity. So that's a walkthrough quickly of the learning objective for the whole 3 days. And just to clarify for you what you can expect for this whole, actually 2.5 days. Now, some of you might ask where this design come from. This design came from you. So some of you took part in an FGD, focus group discussions, which we conducted a few weeks ago. And in that discussion, we asked you, what do you need? And you identified these themes. So we tried to capture that and try to translate that into a whole program. But just to note also that this is an experiment. This is a pilot, And you know experiment can go right, can go wrong. Of course, we will design it as much as possible that it go right, but we need your feedbacks to make sure it doesn't go wrong. So please just let us know if there are anything you think needs to be improved, needs to be changed, needs to be added at any time. We will have a formal evaluations at the end of the workshop to give feedback, so we will revise it as we go. Because this is the first time that it's being done in Indonesia, this kind of a course. So you are part of the first batch of participants who are undertaking this. And if this is successful, then we are thinking to offer it regularly. So again, this is a pilot, so have that in mind that it's not going to be perfect, but with your help, we hope it will go well, and just let us know any inputs, any feedbacks. Okay, so that's it. Any question before we go to the next session? Yes. Everything is going to be uploaded on the website. So we will have an online platform. Also for the online learning activities, we will use the WebEx platform, courtesy of LH Martin. So we will introduce you to that on the last day, the platform, and it will be there. So everything will be provided. We're not going to print most of them. Some we will print if we think you need it for the discussion or for the exercises, but most will be uploaded. Even before this workshop, you should already be able to download our pre-workshop material, which is already there. Have you seen it? Yeah? Yes, 200 pages. That's for 3 months reading, not for one night reading. So you can read like 5 pages per day or something. Okay. Any other question? Anything to add, Bu Adi, Pak Alan? Yeah, you want to?
You don't have to write anything. It's really there. I will say now there is too much information in my slides, and I have too many slides. So I apologize up front, but we have copies of everything for you. So it will allow me time to go through the slides quickly, but I wanted you to have the information anyway because it's very important information.
Thank you.
You are all aware that we are also do the video recording, so that that will also help, and all the videos will also be uploaded in the website, and particularly our research website, research.fk-KMK. So you will have all the complete materials, and you can see yourselves in the video also.
You'll be famous. YouTube. To guide us through that for the next 1 hour, okay?